Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a book from the locked library. I had the dispatch email the other day and I kind of thought it was going to be the monthly book because it's kind of around the right time for it. But it's turned up not in the pink box, so I think it's something else maybe. The only thing that I've ordered is, oh my god, I can't remember the name, but the sequel to The Book That Wouldn't Burn. It is! Yay! Oh, it's a little bit bent. Oh no! We'll get that fixed. It is Mark Lawrence's The Book That Held Her Heart. I was wondering when that was going to come. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to hold that down, but I think I might just have to stack a load of books on top of it to flatten it. Ta-da! The Book That Held Her Heart. I don't know if this is the final or if there's going to be more, but it's here. That is the spine, and then this is the back. We've got some foiling on the back as well, and it says Livira has told the story of Eva and he of her, each holding the other's heart, but happily ever after is for fairy tales, not for those written in blood. And then we've got more bookshelf sprayed edges, which are stunning. I love them so much. They are so pretty. Ta-da! And, oh, we've got some artwork as well. I've just seen, let's get that out of the way. And here is our cover with all the little stars on it, which says, happily ever after is for fairy tales. And our spine that matches with the key, and just a plain back. But we have got a little bit of artwork, which is, I think, one of the Guardians. I can't remember the names, oh my god. And then the back is the same as well. Yay. Oh my gosh, there's going to be a letter in here as well. I was looking to see if it was signed. Okay, cool. All right, let's find out. Obviously this is either the last or the second to last book. I think it is a trilogy, so this will probably have some spoilers in it, but I am going to read the blurb now. It is the final volume in the groundbreaking library trilogy, following The Book That Wouldn't Burn and The Book That Broke the World. The secret war that defines the library has chosen its champions and set them on the board. The fate of an infinite library hangs on one book, a book that holds the power to break the unbreakable. In the face of such forces, fragile things like hearts, family, and the world seem certain to fail. The people most vital to Livira are scattered across time and space, lost, divided into factions in mortal peril. Somehow, she must bring them together and resolve the unresolvable argument that fuels the library's war. The bond between Livira and Eva has stretched and stretched again. Can it hold at the end when things fall apart? Can it bring them together against impossible odds? This is the last chapter, the final page. The end threatens and no one, not characters, readers, or even the author will emerge unscathed. Okay, so trauma is coming my way then, it feels like. I'm gonna have to emotionally prepare myself for that one. And for those of you who don't know, Mark Lawrence was born in Champaign-Urbana, Illinois, to British parents, but moved to the UK at the age of 1. He went back to the US after taking a PhD in mathematics at Imperial College to work on a variety of research projects, including the Star Wars Missile Defense Program. Returning to the UK, he has worked mainly on image processing and decision/reasoning theory. He says he's never had any ambition to be a writer, so he was very surprised when a half-hearted attempt to find an agent turned into a global publishing deal overnight. His first trilogy, The Broken Empire, has been universally acclaimed as a groundbreaking work of fantasy. Further series include Red Queen's War, Book of the Ancestor, Book of the Ice, and the Library trilogies, all of which can be read in any order. Mark is married with 4 children and lives in Bristol. See, this is I don't understand about the Locked Library. They can do sequels. They are the publishers, so it's not like it's Fairy Loot or Page and Wick or Illumicrate where, you know, the publishers have gone, you know what, it was a nice idea for the first book, but we don't want to do it for the second one because it's going to affect the sales potentially because people might not pre-order our stuff, blah, 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 which I get. But the Locked Library is the publishers. So any book that they're putting out, they should be able to do the series for, which surprisingly they haven't. This is the only one that I'm aware of that they have done the complete set for. Everything else, I think I worked out there was something like 6 books that I have not realised that the sequels were already out, or I did realise, and I was holding fire to see whether the Lock Library would do it. When questioned, they've gone, oh, it's a bit difficult, like we're not really sure, it's down to publishing. And it's like, but you are the publishers, so you could count them to pre-orders as well, because it's not going to be like a random book box. It's going to be people that want a matching edition. I reckon they'll do it for the moon, that when the moon hatched. I hope they decide against that. Anyway, let's read the letter that I was surprised to see in a not book box book. Dear Lock Library reader, when I shared Tom Roberts' cover art for this book, many readers commented how excited they were for the concluding volume of the trilogy, but also how sad they were that it's coming to an end. There's an inherent, oh, I'm going to prejudice, dichotomy in us readers. We desperately want the final book to come out, but we're sad when the story is over. Both are wholly reasonable emotions. Come as no... Oh, I've missed an entire line. When we can sustain those competing views inside ourselves, it should come as no surprise that the world around us often divides itself. Our societies frequently fall into polarised sets of desires, each of which feels incomprehensible to the other side. The Library trilogy itself sets up two reasonable and opposite schools of thought, assigning our characters to one side or the other, with Ute in the middle, seeking what seems to be an impossible compromise that nobody else wants. When I come to the end of the book that broke the world, I had no idea how the seemingly impossible situation the story had led me to would resolve itself in the final volume. The story took me in unexpected directions, which looking back from the end seemed entirely fitting. The whole trilogy feels like a weird contraption whose improbable collection of cogs and gears shouldn't work but somehow do. It's a mix of grand schemes, intimate personal stories. Sorry. I've just lost my space. Intractable conundrums and ancient questions that retain their relevance. I hope that the story and the characters might help shine some kind of light on the issues that may have roots in antiquity but still plague modern life. But more than that, I wanted to uncover characters we could fall in love with. Not perfect people, but varied, broken, flawed, diverse individuals who would be gradually unwrapped by the story, and who through their interactions would show aspects of humanity that resonate with everyone who has led an imperfect, stained but vital life. This book may hurt you. It hurt me in the second one. It was an emotional journey to write, and if I did my job well, some of you will feel those sharp edges and awkward corners, but ultimately there's more sweet than bitter. I hope it's a work that bears looking back on, thinking about and sharing. Thank you for walking these pages with me. So it is the final, and I can't wait to read it. The second one traumatized me a little bit with some of its scenes, especially when you're with like the king. Oh, I was not expecting that. That was intense. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to read it. And the edges have, like, I've been working on it as I've been reading this out, so they've kind of flattened out a little bit now. I'm gonna stick them under a book stack so it will flatten them completely. I'm excited to finish this, and yeah, once I have, I will let you know my thoughts. I really hope it's not as traumatic as it sounds like it's gonna be, but we'll see. Yeah, so keep an eye on my website. At some point in the next 3 or so months, because my reading list is massive, there will be a review of this book, and if you have liked this video, please drop a like. Let me know if you've read it or if you're looking forward to reading it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.